What's up, everybody? I'm Steve, and welcome to Monday Madness, where tonight we will be discussing Disney World news and rumors. A lot of Disney news and rumors has been coming out for the past 6 months or so, and I thought we'd just get caught up to where we stand right now and see which ones we think are actually going to become true and which ones may or may not ever get true. I want to start off by thanking the Live Place, Dean from Dreamers Empire, on YouTube, and the Live Place, www.theliveplace.com. The description is in the link below. Dean hosts our show along with many others. He's around 40 now, so everybody, please go check out Dean from the Live Place. I want to thank my partner channel, Mouse Talk. They are incredible people, Walt and Melissa. They have been with me along the whole entire journey, and I could not do this without them. They support me in ways that even just advice and things like that. So please go check out Mouse Talk. My other partner channel, Rob Fuzz, who's been a very long time supporter and friend of mine as well. Please go check out Rob as well. All their descriptions are in the link below. Kind of adding 2 new power channels. Rob, I think, coined that term, power channel. Zippity Doodad is one of those, and the Shep family is the other. Please go check them out as well. Becoming very good friends of mine. I cannot wait to meet up with all of them here in August. So today, like I said, I think we want to talk about some Disney stuff, some Disney news, some Disney rumors, show a few pictures of some construction updates and see how we're going. So let's see who we have in the chat. We got quite a few people, actually. Dole Whip Dad, I am having the best day ever, Dole Whip Dad. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Juan Rodriguez, how are you, my friend? Dougie, I just saw Dougie on Chris's stream. Thanks for coming over, Dougie. I know it's really late there. Jack Sandy Claus Logan, how are you, buddy? And Miguel Benitez Jr., thank you so much for being here, my friend. Thank you very, very much. Brandy and Dave, we've been talking a little bit today about some rumors. I'm going to actually mention one of them that Dave told me today, so we'll see how that goes. AJC Magic TV, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Kay Atwood, great support of our community, Kay is. Thank you so much for showing up, Kay. Appreciate it. And yes, Miguel Benitez just put in I'm behind on chat, but it's in there, theliveplace.com. Please make sure you go check it out. And my chat just jumped a whole lot. Wow. Okay, I think I'm caught right up here. That Florida feeling, thank you so much for being here. Chris, thank you so much, buddy. I was just over there with Chris on his show. Samantha Lowe's in here, guys. Everybody say hi to Samantha. Disney Nerd Herders, Charlie and Stacy, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Shep. I appreciate you, buddy. Noah's here. Thank you, Noah, the Disney World Fan 16. He won my 500 sub giveaway last weekend. I think we drew last weekend. So congratulations to Noah. Zippity Doodad, thank you so much for being here, buddy. Great, great supporter of mine. Could not do this without you. John Hazelton, thank you so much for being here. It's late for John as well. He's across the pond. I think you're maybe 5 hours ahead, John. I could be wrong. Who else is here? Arjons, my friend Arjons. I cannot wait for August so I can ride something with Arjons. That is going to be the highlight of my life, probably. So he's just a legend. Everybody, we are trying to get Arjons to 1,000 subscribers. Somebody please post Arjons' link in the chat, and let's get him to 1,000 so he will live stream for us. I'm not even sure if he knows that's official yet, but we all made it official for him. Who else we have here? Guys, if I miss you, the chat is just jumping like crazy. Kuzin Productions, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming by. That Florida feeling, I think I'm caught up again. Looks like I'm caught up again. So, guys, thank you all so much for being here. It's 1 a.m. Yes, I understand, John. It's 5 hours ahead. That's crazy. Human Person, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so let's go. Phantom Gazer, Chris, thank you, buddy, for showing up. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get started. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat as well. But today I want to talk about some rumors and some news and get your guys' opinion on it. Doug and Artie hit Pepper Tree Villa. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. If it sounds like I've been or my voice sounds a little different, guys, I've been a little under the weather this weekend. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but I feel great here being with all of you now. So let's go ahead and get started. And let's just start right in the Magic Kingdom and talk about the construction updates for the Tron coaster. Got some pictures here to show you. So we'll start with the concept art. This is the concept art for where the Tron's going. We all know it's going right here next to the Space Mountain. Again, a lot of this is not new news for you guys. It's not new news for me. Just wanted to keep talking about it to get it back fresh in people's minds. Okay, so this is right here where, I don't know if you guys can see, it's a slow circle on my screen, but circling up the Tron coaster area right next to Space Mountain. We have a little bit of new, we have a little bit of new construction update, and that is that things are starting to go vertical now. So these bluish, purple, blackish columns that you can see here in the two pictures are the vertical supports that will start holding the track. And it's hard to see, but they have little circular discs on the end of them. And MGM Traveling, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys stopping by. They have little discs on them that they will connect to these discs that are on the rail tracks. So they're building up those uprights. They're going to put these discs on them. They fasten them together with bolts. There's a lot of bolts that go into holding them. It's not just like you throw it up there and zip tie it together. But this is the track system that'll sit on those, and then that will become what we will know as the Tron coaster. So that is the start of where we're at. That's some of the construction that we have. It's coming along nicely. It's still, does anybody know? Forgive me, I did not research all the dates on these things. Anybody know when the Tron coaster is set to open? So yeah, John says, yep, there are quite a few of them up right now. I think that picture I set, the bottom right picture had several up, and I think that was maybe 3 weeks old. I found the picture of. So Mouse Talk, how are you, buddy? There is my partner channel, Mouse Talk. Walt and Melissa, they go live tomorrow, Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. They also go live on Thursdays at 8 o'clock. And then, of course, Walt and I both go live on his channel for a sports night and with some Disney talk on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock. And he says opening in 2021 with the 50th. So I read today that the 50th anniversary is going to start in the summer of 2021 and continue through the end of 2022. So it's going to be about a 1.5 year celebration of the 50th anniversary. It'll run into the 40th anniversary of Epcot. So, Dolit Dad confirms it, opening for the 50th anniversary. Chris is here. Yeah, Chris from, hey, Dean's here. Dean from Dreamers Empire. Thanks so much for being here, Dean. And Chris for Disney World Adventures, a great supporter of ours as well. He's here. Charlton Carter, thank you so much for being here. AJ, the Kingdom Times. I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Jelly's Journeys, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so moving on from Tron then. What do you guys think about Tron? I think it's going to be pretty incredible. I'm assuming it's exactly like the one that's in, where is it, Shanghai, maybe? But what do you guys think about Tron? Anybody have any specific opinions on it? Dean's here. Let's see here. Everybody's saying hi to Dean. Dean, once again, Dean, for those that don't know, under Dreamers Empire, like I said in the beginning, Dean is the host of our show, does an incredible job with what he does for everybody in the community. Please go check out Dean and support the live place. Yes, Tron is going to be awesome. I think it looks really cool, and we'll focus more on it when we get farther down the road, but it is going to be it's the start of the renovation of Tomorrowland, in my opinion. I think they're going to have to do a massive overhaul, and we'll talk about some of that with this next rumors, but we'll talk about that here shortly. So, no, thank you, Dean. Thank you for everything that you do. Okay, guys. So then a few rumors. These are the part that may or may not come true. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys think of some of these. But Wreck-It Ralph was rumored to replace Stitch's Great Escape at one point in time. That may not happen now with the new renovation of Tomorrowland. That they and if some of these have been confirmed, let me know that too, because these are just what I could find. Yes, that is my beagle. He's a cute little doggy. I like him. But the ride and the building may be removed now from where they are now when they do the Tomorrowland renovation. But what do you guys think about that? The Wreck-It Ralph was supposed to replace Stitch's Great Escape, but I don't think it's going to happen. Replay, not replay. Oh, Dougie. Good night, Dougie. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. I really appreciate it. Donna, how are you? Appreciate you stopping by, Donna. Donna is so sweet. Thank you, Donna. guys. And like I said, I wanted this to be kind of informal. I'm not going to have this structured very much. So you guys want to interact and talk, whatever we want to do. I'm just going to read through some rumors here. Let's talk about it. Let's just have fun tonight. And Mouse Talk says, I love the new colors they've added to Tomorrowland. It actually just skipped my chat. It actually is very retro. Love it. Mouse Talk is a retro kind of guy. He is very nostalgic, loves the classics. We have a lot in common, but one thing that Walt and I really usually disagree on is movies or TV shows. Just like I'm wearing my Team Stark shirt tonight. I thought last night's episode of Game of Thrones was absolutely incredible. Walt did not. But we talked about it, so we'll get that's for another stream. Steve, when you say Tomorrowland renovations, is this beyond Tron? Yes. So I read today that Tomorrowland is going to get a kind of a massive overhaul, but they don't know what. They're not specifying what yet. But one of the things that they did specify is that they had rumored Wreck-It Ralph to replace Stitch's Great Escape, but now that they say that ride in that building may be completely removed altogether. So what else do we have going on in chat here? AJ, I appreciate stopping by, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Everybody say bye to AJ. I like Wreck-It Ralph, but would want to hear more attraction. Yeah, they didn't say a whole lot about what it was going to be, just that it was rumored to be something to do with Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, your friendly Otaku. Oh man, I hope I said that right. I apologize if I didn't, but your friendly Otaku. How are you doing? Appreciate you for stopping by. And Brandy and Dave, thank you. GOT was incredibly terrible. That's Walt's opinion. So, well, that's okay though. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Okay, so we will definitely be doing a Game of Thrones stream soon. So Walt is welcome to come on and give his opinions as well. All right, so there's also rumors that the Enchanted Tiki Room needs to be rethemed. People think that it needs to be rethemed. It has been rethemed in Tokyo, to which Stitch has joined the show, and it is rumored to be rethemed to include Moana for the one in Disney World. So not sure if everybody thinks that it should be rethemed or not. I personally do think it does, but Steve, I think we want to try a dessert party. Thoughts? Oh, you're speaking my language. Food and desserts. Desserts are my favorite meal. So yes, definitely want to try a dessert party. Need to research that. Juan Rodriguez, is that true? What did Juan say here? Disneyland to get Tron 2 plus. Oh, nice one. I saw the Disney designer Mickey ears too. I didn't include them. I didn't think they were the biggest news that I had to talk about because I think we're going to run out of time before I get done, but that's okay. Okay, another rumor. Supposedly a Haunted Mansion restaurant is in the works. We will see about that. Some things need to be left alone. See, well, I actually agree with you on this one. The Tiki Room, It's a Small World. Those are the ones that I really care about. Some of the nostalgic ones, they need to stay the same, especially Small World. Tiki Room has already been renovated once or twice, and it was okay. If they left it the Tiki Room and just included Moana in it somehow, I would be okay with that. But I don't want the whole thing because as annoying as that song can get, it's still part of the nostalgia factor, and I actually do like that. So I do want to see the Tiki Room stay the Tiki Room, but you can retheme it and add to it if it needs to be. But I do agree with you that it needs to remain the Tiki Room, but at the same time, I do think it needs a little bit of an upgrade, just not a massive overhaul. All right, the Jungle Cruise is rumored to get an update after the movie comes out. Unfortunately, that means they're probably going to add a statue of The Rock or something in there, an animatronic, who I cannot stand. So it'll ruin the Jungle Cruise for me, I'm sure. But that is one of the rumors that after the movie comes out, the Jungle Cruise will indeed get an update as well. There has been talk about, yes, I'm not a fan of the Rock, sorry. It has been talked about that Mickey's PhilharMagic could get an update as well for the 50th celebration. And actually, what's weird, I was talking about that with somebody. I can't remember who it was. Hey, Patrick, how are you, buddy? PJ, sorry. PJ, how are you, buddy? Zippity Doo Dad's son. Yes, we'll play Fortnite soon, buddy. I promise. So everybody say goodnight to PJ, Zippity Doodad's son. Thanks for being here, buddy. No, Chris, I do not love The Rock. So Disney Imagineers going to have to up their eyebrow game. That is true, that Florida feeling. No one pays attention to the sights on the Jungle Cruise. You just go for the bad jokes. That's true, Chris. That is true, too. Okay, so Mickey's PhilharMagic could get an update as well, which I was talking with somebody the other day. I think needs to happen soon. There's so many different movies that you could include in there and kind of keep the same concept, just change the scenes in the songs. So I'm curious if Magic Kingdom Small World will add characters for the 50th. Now, see, that's actually I don't know what they did in Small World in Disneyland, but that's actually a good point as well. They could add some characters to the Small World. That's one ride that I don't think should be touched ever. I don't think they should ever touch it, ever change it. I got stuck on it for 8 minutes one time, 8 extra minutes, and I still wouldn't change it. I think it's great. Jungle Cruise. They're going to officially change the name to Jungle Cruise featuring The Rock. That would disappoint me. PhilharMagic getting an upgrade I'm okay with, but they need to keep some of the 90s. Oh, yeah. It can't all be new movies, 100%, Walt. And it just needs some change. But you could also change some of the older movies and put in some new older movies that aren't in it right now. 8 minutes on Small. It was torture. It was definitely torture. So, okay. Next up, there will be a new fireworks show. Some of these again aren't breaking news, or people know about them. But there will be a new fireworks show for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party than has been in the past, and every skipper will be The Rock. That would keep me from riding it for sure. And they better not have The Rock jokes either, but I'm sure they will. And for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, there's also a talk about a new fireworks show there as well. Here's one that might make some people maybe upset, maybe not upset. 8 minutes on Smart World is 10 minutes too long. Everybody's got to ride Small World at least once. I got to ride it at least once every time I go. It's just one of those things that you got to do. Country Bears might be getting an update to add new songs, which I think is in desperate need of an update. Country Bears are okay, but it's one of those things that when you see it so many times, see, I like Small World. I just don't love it. That's perfect opinion. Not many people would say they love Small World. I'm like you. I like Small World just for classic and nostalgia factors. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. We just missed talking about your Rock, how disappointed I will be if they change Jungle Cruise to add The Rock in. Not be surprised if they change the fireworks show during the Christmas party as well. Yeah, AJC Magic, I heard that's one of the things on here too. They're supposedly, they said they are changing it for the Halloween party, most likely changing it for the Christmas party as well. No, Country Bears is so funny. Now, they didn't say they were going to lose the aspect of it. They said they were going to change it to include some new songs and give it a little bit of updated jokes and feels. So I agree on the Country Bears, Charlton says. Yes, I agree. I agree with you as well. It probably, in my opinion, it needs a little upgrade. Plus, if you ever want to just ride something that's pretty much a walk-on, and I assume Shep is talking about Small World. He is right that it's been very, very low ride wait times since the last few times I've been there. So, okay. And then let's see here. I got two more for Magic Kingdom. One is the People Mover is probably going to get updated. So I got to make sure I ride it in August so that I can compare it to the new one. But the People Mover is going to be updated with new scenes, and it will include several different IPs or intellectual properties that Disney owns. So they're going to, as you travel through the People Mover, they are going to update it to include new things and, like I said, new characters from different movies. So I want to catch it in August so that I can give a real opinion about it, and then hopefully it becomes something. I'm not going to say better because I want to give it a fair shot before I say it's going to get better. So I'm committed, Walt. I'm committed to making sure we do that in August. Tavy Smith, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. And then the last one, a lot of people, he's on the People Mover, and now you're getting upset. It's not official. It's a rumor. It's a high value rumor, but it's just a rumor. Cargo, are you talking about the Death Box? Which The people mover? Not we're not talking about the gondolas. We're just talking about the people mover. Everybody say hi to Cargo, including Cargo. Say hi to yourself. Okay. So the last rumor for Magic Kingdom is a lot of people have been calling for a nighttime parade to come back. They, since the Main Street Electrical Parade left, everybody wants it. Everybody has been under the assumption that it might happen for the 50th anniversary. Rumor has it that Disney has ordered 50 new float chassis, but have confirmed that there will not be a nighttime show coming to Disney World or coming to the Magic Kingdom for the 50th anniversary. Doesn't mean it's not going to come soon, sometime after that, but they have confirmed that it will not happen for the 50th anniversary. I do agree that they need it though. And hey, my Westies TV, how are you guys? Thank you so much for showing up. So for all those people, including myself, that really wanted it, there will not be a nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom for the 50th anniversary. Okay, moving on to Epcot. Yeah, I know, boo. I agree. It needs one. So moving on to Epcot, we are going to take a look at the new Epcot entrance real quick. So I know we've seen this before, but this is, again, the reimaginated, just wanted to revisit it again. This is the reimaginated Epcot entrance. You can see the original fountain here. That was, I'm not even sure what it was, but it's being brought back to life, and there's a reason for that. We will discuss that in just a few minutes. And then they're going to get rid of all the stuff that's in here, including the Leave a Legacy. The Leave a Legacy is going to be moved to the outside of the park, which is where I think it should be, where it could still be viewed. And then they're going to redecorate it with flowers and trees and new topiaries, which if you look carefully, you can see Sorcerer Mickey in the bottom right here, and you can see Pluto and Donald and some other people up here. So, and Beauty and the Beast and Belle. There's just going to be, it's going to become a more beautiful entrance for everything. So, that's going to be step one of the renovation to Epcot. And Epcot is actually what I think is getting the most renovations. So it's going to be getting a complete overhaul. So next up, they're also, wait, where's the Steve Topiary? I know we need a Steve Topiary. No, we don't need a Steve Topiary. That'd be pretty bad. So this is going to make Epcot entry so much prettier. Can't wait. Absolutely. It's going to make it very welcoming. I'm one of those people that loves Leave a Legacy. I think it's kind of cool. Everybody else seems to not like it, but at least they're going to keep it and move it to the outside. So we'll see how it works. I think it'll be pretty good. Next up, there will be a new space-themed restaurant, which everybody's probably aware of, coming to. It's going to be between Test Track and Mission Space, I believe. And it is going to. Here's the concept art for it. You're going to be able to sit. If you look at the tables, you're going to be able to sit there, and it's going to be kind of like you're in a space station up in space, looking out. An astronaut's going to go by and wave. But this really, to me, looks really cool. Now, there's nothing really said yet about the menu other than it's going to be international cuisine. Hey, Laser Cat, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. And so they're going to have it's going to be this theme that where you're looking out over the world, and being that everybody here is from the same place. The international cuisine it's going to have cuisine from all over the world. Supposedly, we don't know the menu yet, so that's what it is. So yeah, cargo space station in space. So you get to eat here. I'm going to try it because I think this is as close to the Star Wars hotel as I'm going to get for a while. So I'm really interested to see what they have. Freeze dried ice cream or food. They could have some freeze dried stuff there. Can't wait to see all the yes. So this is the space station, and it looks pretty cool to me. So I can't wait to be able to see that and eat there. Okay. The other thing that will happen, we're all aware of, is that the festival center, I can't remember what it's called, World of something. It is being converted into a new pavilion, and it will become the Play Pavilion. And the Play Pavilion is going to be a new interactive area, and I have this concept art for it as well. So this was the original concept art that was sent out. Now this month in May, they have included or confirmed that these things will be included in it as well. So the Animation Academy that used to be over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, it is coming back. And if you can see all the way to the left-hand side there where, yes, Wonders of Life Pavilion. Thank you, That Florida Feeling. Appreciate it. Hey, Mike, how are you, buddy? Thank you for showing up. The Edna on the left-hand side that you can see there on your screen, will be hosting the new Animation Academy. So guests will be able to learn how to draw different characters. And just like it was over at the Magic of Disney Animation and Disney's Hollywood Studios, it's being brought over here where Edna will guide the guest how to do it. And it says the Play Pavilion is one of the most intriguing things to coming. I'm not really sure how to feel this. It could be amazing. And then again, yes, that's true, Walt. It could go either way. I personally think it's going to be great when I found these new details today. So here's a couple more here. On the right-hand side, you see that it says hotel. This is going to be, it's going to be called Hotel Heist. You can't really see the heist, I guess, but it's going to be a Zootopia-themed Nick and Judy attraction where it's going to be an interactive game called Hotel Heist, and that's all I know about it right now. So just that it's going to include something with Judy and Nick from Zootopia. So is that the place where you want to do anything is extra to cost, or is that the NBA place? That's the NBA place. The NBA place, you pay one price to get in, and then once you get, it's expensive. It's like $38, but then you can still do everything. Here, the same thing. This is just a pavilion. You don't have to pay for every individual thing inside here. Or that's not what's been said anyways. It's still a long ways off to be able to figure that out. So the next thing is that they're going to move a lot of the character meet and greets here because they're going to be torn down at the other places. So where you have Baymax and Sadness and Joy and all those characters over there, those buildings are either coming down or being repurposed. And so a lot of them are getting moved here. So apparently Wreck-It Ralph, Vanellope, Joy, Sadness, and Baymax are going to find permanent homes here in the Play Pavilion. So it'll give them a permanent home. It'll also be inside a building, so it's air conditioning. And I know some of those lines can get long and people wait outside for them. So hopefully they got a good home here and the lines become a lot shorter. I just hope they put an effort into this. The area needs a resurgence, and this could do it. Yes, absolutely. I agree 100%. Okay, next up, adjacent to the Wreck-It Ralph meet and greet, there will also be an arcade that's in there, so as well as a play area for toddlers, so kids can just go there to play. 39 more days. Nice, Charlie and Stacy. That's awesome that you guys are only 39 days. I am 100. Oh, I'm at 100 days today. Tomorrow I break the 100 mark into double digits, so pretty cool. Okay, so there will be an arcade and a play area for toddlers so that you can just go in here. This is just going to be a place to interact and relax, basically. It's going to be pretty fun. And then the last thing, right there in the middle, the Let's Play, that is going to be a theater where live performers will take the stage and either sing or dance or lead group activities, some sort of thing like that. So it will become a complete family immersive and interactive experience, and where you can also go to meet all the characters. So that is the Play Pavilion. And again, like Walt said, that could either make or break the entire. It could make or break the entire park that needs the part of the park that needs the renovation. And I actually think it's going to be really good, especially with the details that I read today coming out. I think it's going to be good. Okay, it looks like it would be a fun place, plus place to take your kids while waiting on Guardians of the Galaxy. That's true. Very true. So I don't think the pavilion was big enough for all this. See, I thought that too, Walt. I remember going in there, but then I keep remembering when I go there for the Food and Wine Festival, and they have all those little offshoots already, like the Ghirardellis, where you have all the different, where they have all the beer and the wine sell. All that stuff is separate little rooms. I think it could work, but I do agree with you. It could be kind of cozy in there. So Rob Fuzz is here. Hey, Rob, how are you, buddy? Thank you so much for being here. Yes, my other partner channel, Rob Fuzz. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate it. Jim, for more sunshine, please. Thanks, Jim, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. You want to make Mickey ears for that Yoda? Well, we can probably do that. Mickey, Yoda. I never even thought about putting Yoda ears on Mickey. Mickey ears on Yoda. That would probably work. So, Okay, next up, obviously we know that Illuminations will be the last showing, will be September 30th. It will be replaced the next day on October 1st by Epcot Forever. Still want to get together a group of people in August to film it from every country around the World Showcase. So PJ, wake up, or Rob Fuzz is here. So hopefully we get that together. A little update on the Guardians coaster. So the Guardians coaster is starting to get pretty enclosed, and it is, let me share this with you guys here so you can see it. So this was the concept art for what it looked like coming, the concept art for when it was designed originally. And you'll notice right behind the main thing there is supposed to be Star-Lord's cruiser. I'm horrible with the names of it. I don't remember what it is, but it's his little ship. And the cars inside it will be themed to that pattern as well. And you can kind of see the building, how it goes up from the front to the back. You'll be able to see that in the next couple pictures where the construction is actually being. And this is what they're calling the launch tunnel. So this is actually the tunnel that will launch you into the coaster. And Cargo, I'm not sure exactly if you're going to ride that or not based on that. Hey, Tim from Pleiadian Scientist UFO Builder. How are you, buddy? I appreciate it. So then you also have, here's another look at it from a different angle. You can see the construction inside. Then this is the front of that building I was just talking about, where you can see it going up from the front to the back. And then there is the building completely encased now. It's almost completely encased. So construction on this is coming along extremely well. That hopefully this gets done very shortly. I know we all have dates for these. I'm just anxious to get these things done so we can see what they look like and get riding them. So I will ride the coaster because it's not hanging on a wire over alligators. Good point, Cargo. So unlike your, or I guess my gondola system, which we'll talk about shortly. Okay, the other thing that we have coming is the old building is going to be a queue. Yes, I think you're right. The other thing we have coming is the Ratatouille ride in France. We don't have a lot on it yet, but we do have a little bit of the concept art, and I think it's being mirrored pretty much exactly like the one that was over in, I believe, Paris, Tokyo, or Disneyland Paris. Which is better, Guardian of the Galaxy coaster or Tron coaster, Steve? I think they're both going to be incredible. The difference with you're basically on a bike, on a Tron bike in the Tron, but the neat thing that really intrigues me about Guardians Coaster is that it's a controlled, movable car that you're in. And so at certain point in times, you're going to be looking to the side. At certain point in times, you're going to be in front of you. And at certain point in times, you're going to be looking at the back. So whichever way they want you to look is the way it's going to be. And I was watching concepts of they were testing some of the cars on the track, and they think that there's going to be, they hired a group called, I want to say it's Spitz, SPITZ, who specialize in dome projections. And they can see this building for Guardians of the Galaxy is the size of 4 spaceship Earths. 4 spaceship Earths could actually fit inside it. So that being said, they could put domes around massive parts of this so you can go in and out. That will help with the projections they can put inside, and it'll also help hide the coaster, the entire coaster, from blocking the view. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so then this trackless ride here, you're going to be the size of a mouse riding in a little car, and not much else is known about it yet. The only thing we do know is that where it's going to go, and we'll talk. This is going to be a big topic, I think, because I think they're going to expand Epcot's World Showcase so much, adding rides to every land and adding new lands. Oops, I forgot the other pit. There it is. Sorry, don't look at that one yet. Look at this one. This is the drawing for the Ratatouille, the adventure. You can actually see how big it is compared to that is France up there in the at the top of the picture. So, it's going to be pretty big. We'll see how it goes. But they're going to put, yes, correction, the size of a rat. Yes, that is true. It is going to be a rat. So you're going to this is how big they're putting this in, right between Morocco and France. So it's going to be pretty big. So then We also know that Spaceship Earth is it's going to close down for 2 years at the end of this year. So make sure you get it in before then if you can. It'll be down till 2022, I believe. So make sure you can get that in if possible. Apparently, they've redone Spaceship Earth twice already. And this new one is supposed to be a pretty big overhaul to make it different. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, also, now going back to the other picture that we saw, there is rumored new land, which has been rumored for quite a while, but it seems to be taking some fruition now. And that is going to be Brazil coming to the World Showcase. So this is very, very simplistic and early on concept art for what the Brazilian pavilion could look like. It has to have the big tower there from Rio de Janeiro. Hey, Lisa, how are you guys? Everybody say hi to Carter's Eat. They are wonderful people, great family over there. She's just so enjoyable, so full of energy. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. So this is the concept art again for the Brazilian pavilion if it comes. And the rumor has it that it will be put between Germany and Italy. And you can kind of see, it doesn't look like a lot there, but there are some buildings underneath it that would have to go away. You can see in the back of this blue area right here, there are some buildings that would either become part of the Brazilian pavilion or they'll be completely destroyed and put in a new one. But you can see if they squeeze things in here like this, there are other different areas around the world that could also gain new countries. And we'll talk about that one in just a minute. The other rumor is that one of the main attractions in Brazil will be something called Journey Through the Amazon, which will be a flight ride, basically a flight style ride, kind of similar to Peter Pan, that will take you through the treetops of the Amazonian forest. So it'll be, bye-bye mini train. I know that's going to be sad. They may move it. You never know. But regardless, that will be where it is with a new ride. Rob, I did research. I've been doing research all week for different rumors. These are rumors. These are not necessarily, some of them are true. Obviously, the construction updates, things like that we're talking about. These are just high value rumors that seem to start fruition. So I don't know if they can still back out of it by now. But for what we're here, what it said, we're going to get a Brazilian pavilion is the next pavilion we'll get right there. And they definitely need a Brazilian steakhouse. Okay, if I missed you guys in the chat, I apologize too. So don't take offense to it. I'm trying to hold it all together here on the screens. Okay, next up, we have if there are other possibilities to add other countries as well. And one of those that was supposedly a finalist for instead of Brazil, was Spain. And if we look at this picture here, which is of the World Showcase area, you can kind of see down here, you can see the American Adventure in the center at the bottom, right in the middle. Next to that is Italy. So between this area right here, this area right here, which is Italy, and then over here, which is Germany, they're going to put right here in this little green area, they're going to put Brazil. So it's just going to be right there in that little area. If you look around, you have a whole big area over here to the right. You have other areas up here on the top, and you got all these tree areas down here between these other countries that they could wind up adding things to. Plus, you have the African outpost, which could become a country as well. And another rumor says that after Brazil, if Brazil makes it in and Brazil gets built, the next country to come would be Spain, and it would go where the African outpost is. So it is going to feel crowded, I agree. But if you look at it, there's a lot of I don't want to call it dead space, but there's a lot of wasted space there right now that's being used for warehouses that we just don't see it because it's covered by either the trees or something blocking its way. So you could take out those trees, still create barriers between the lands, natural barriers between the lands, and I think it would just open up allow a lot more people to be in there. I hope it won't seem too many crowded, but Chris even said he thinks there's room for 5 more, and I think that they do have plans to fill them up. So we'll definitely have to see. Okay, And then one other thing that they're getting, obviously, Amazing Planet is replacing the Circle of Life at the Land Pavilion. So that'll be a new. I don't know much about that other than it's on its way. Okay, the other thing that we have to talk about now, these are rumors that may or may not be true, but they are high value rumors according to what I was reading. And that is what's going to happen behind Spaceship Earth when you walk into the park. And the first thing up is this is the concept art for what's going to happen behind Spaceship Earth. And you can see it looks a lot different if you look closely. So the Innovations buildings are coming down. Mouse Gear is supposed to be rethemed to a new area. I hope it won't seem too many crowded. Okay, yeah. Yes, you officially talk too much. Like, yes, I know, Cargo. I'm sorry. I'm not Englishing well today either, but I'm going to blame it on not feeling well this past weekend. So we'll see. Yes, and like Shep says, Disney is smart. They'll release one every couple of years for the next 10 to 15 years. Exactly. They'll have something going in new all the time. It's once they get past the 50th anniversary and all this massive construction that's all out construction, they will I think they'll be just fine. So anyways, so here is the concept art. Right, if you'll notice right behind the ball, as we call it, the Spaceship Earth, is where usually the Fountain of Nations is and the pin store is. They are no longer here in this concept art. And rumors have it that a new garden, an actual garden, flower garden, will replace the pin pavilion where it is now. There is rumor that the Fountain of Nations will become a beer garden, believe it or not. Yes. Hey, Downscale, how are you? Matt Walt, I agree. It would be nice to be around for the 100 celebration, but that's going to be pushing it. I hope they move Club Cool. No, I agree. I don't know why they wouldn't move Club Cool down to Disney Springs at Coca-Cola, but they definitely need to keep that there. So appreciate it, Carter Zeets. Thank you so much. Chris Sin Vlogs, how are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you guys stopping by. Okay, so the other part is, but all may not be lost for the Fountain of Nations, and that will really disappoint me if they get rid of that. But if you follow the picture down the walkway, and we get down here to the bottom, right in front of the monorail, we really don't know what this is. This thing that looks like it's out here on an island. I'm hoping that's where they move the Fountain of Nations to. I'm hoping they put it closer to the World Showcase and keep it, because I think it's so iconic, and it looks to me like that could be, unless somebody else knows what it is that I don't know. Hey, Duke Family Chronicles, thank you so much for being here. I'm hoping they bring out the fountain and keep it down here. And if we look at them side by side, you can kind of see right here in the upper left what the World Showcase looks like now. So if you see the two Innovations buildings, they're going away. You can kind of see the same circular pattern here on the concept art. That's going to be gone. Right behind it, the ball, Spaceship Earth, is the pin store that has the purple and gray flags above it. And then the Fountain of Nations, that's all missing from in this concept art as well. But if you follow the path down and you come across that first initial water, then you see that there is a new island built here with new walkways coming into it. And I'm hoping that is where they put the Fountain of Nations. The Fountain of Nations in there. So hopefully that's what that becomes, which would also put it right inside the, these original ramps here are not new. You can kind of see them up here. It's right inside the monorail loop. So I'm hoping they put that Fountain of Nations right there where people can still come and enjoy it. They can still play the music, do the dancing water. Hopefully it's all good. But then what you can see from this is that there are new bridges. If you look off to the right of this, what I'm hoping becomes the fountain, and you can also see in the water, you kind of see some what looks to be light shows and light fountain projections. I think the whole lagoon itself may become a fountain in itself, just in that front area. I don't know what everybody else thinks about that, but it would kind of be where there, when you walk across before you get to the showcase, there's a body of water that's by the Odyssey and on the other side of the walkway. That area looks to be like it could become the Fountain of Nations home, as well as the fountains shooting up from inside the lagoon as well. And hopefully I'm correct on that. Hey, Andrea Houston, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you stopping by. Okay. And then one of the other rumors is that the Odyssey, well, it's not a rumor, I don't think anymore. The Odyssey is going to be replaced. It's not going to be replaced. And for those that don't know, this is what the Odyssey building is. It's the one that's off there. If you're walking into the park, it's off to your left. It is going to become the new festival center. And from rumor has it that it will be called the Experience Center. And this is where they're going to hold all the festivals, headquarters, and things like that. So that is what this building, the Odyssey building, will become now. Two more rumors that happen to be may or may not be true. I'm not 100% sure on this one. But the United Kingdom is supposedly getting a dark ride themed towards Mary Poppins, which actually may begin starting late this year, I read. So hopefully that comes to it. And the other thing would be, I don't know if everybody remembers Kim Possible's adventure from Around the World Showcase. I did it with my nieces a long time ago. It became Agent P's World Showcase adventure with the little platypus from Phineas and Ferb. And rumor has it that it is getting redone again. Hey, Chrissy O'Show, thank you so much for being here. Yes, I like rumors as well. So, the rumor is that it's going to be rethemed to DuckTales, which would make me extremely happy. I'm not a huge Phineas and Ferb fan. The Agent P thing is kind of nice. A lot of people don't even know it's there, but you get a little phone or something that you interact. And as you do things, it causes things to happen. Like I know one of them, he zip lines from one building to another in one of the countries. Nobody even knows it's there unless you're playing the game. So hopefully it does get rethemed towards DuckTales and it becomes a lot better. Okay, we're getting close on time already. We still got two more parks. They're not a lot of changes in these parks, but we'll blow through them real quick. The first one is that Galaxy's Edge opens moving over to Hollywood Studios, that it opens on the 29th. I was speaking with Dave from Brandy and Dave today, and he was reading on the internet today that rumors are that crowds are going to be forming 2 nights in advance on August 27th, which I will not be doing. But they are saying Disney's preparing for that. And as he was putting it to me, that's 2 days of people being out in the hot sun without showering or taking any kind of bathroom breaks or anything like that. So let's go over an hour, Steve. Well, I don't want to go too far over. We got people that stream after us, but we'll see what we can do. But that is a long time for people to be standing out in the hot sun, especially in August in Florida. It's gonna be really hot, and they're gonna be supposedly camping out. Now, Disney is supposedly preparing for that. Now, whether that means they're preparing to not let that happen or they're preparing to help people do that, I don't know. I was fortunate I've been refreshing the website for 3 weeks now in a row and really doing it for the last week. And I was able to, hey, MKC Madera, how are you? I was able to get myself and my partner's Miles Talk, Walt and Melissa, I was able to get us breakfast reservations now. We went from dinner reservations when we moved to lunch reservations. We were able to get breakfast reservations for 8:10. So we will be in the park the morning of Galaxy's Edge opening. Now, what that does to how long the line becomes after that first 2 hours, because it opens at 6:30, I don't know how long the line will be, how long the wait will be to get into Galaxy's Edge, but we will be in the park. So we'll see how that goes. And we do have a couple pictures of some of the art or some of the buildings. These are the actual buildings from Galaxy's Edge. Oops. So you can kind of see, if you look carefully, you can see some of the scaffolding and stuff down on the ground still. But these are some of the pictures of what it's going to look like. Some of these, I think these are from Disney World. Some of these may be from Disneyland, but they're virtually the exact same thing. So this is, hey, Michael Sutton, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you stopping by. You're just relaxing, watching your live stream. Oh, thanks, Tim Casey. I appreciate that. I'm sad I'm going to miss the meeting. Yes, you are going to miss meeting Walt and Melissa by a couple days. There's 39 people watching. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. You guys I couldn't do this without you. Even when I'm sitting here babbling through this because I don't feel that great, you guys are still here and still listening and still interactive. I appreciate y'all so much. AJC Magic, that is what my plan was to do. So unless Walt and Melissa differ, the plan was, they said, will you skip breakfast just to get in? I would, yes, if Walt and Melissa wanted to do it as well. because it opens at 6:30. We are getting in an hour and a half later, roughly an hour and a half later at 8:10. It would only cost me $10 if I don't show up for my reservation. So I think it's worth that $10. Oh, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that, buddy. I think it's worth that $10 just to go straight to get in line for Galaxy's Edge. So at least we'll get in that day at some point in time. Oh, thanks, Chrissy. I appreciate that. Royalty Cosmos, thank you so much for stopping by. I cannot believe some of the people that are coming out. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. But here are some more pictures from Galaxy's Edge. Then this is the other side of it. You can see scaffolding and paint buckets down in the corners there. So they're still working on some of it. There's a bunch of lifts and things in there. And again, some of these pictures may be from Disneyland. Could not distinguish myself between the two. But there are some pictures here of the things being built. And then there's just one of the ride vehicles. And then this is something going up. This might be the cantina. I don't know. I couldn't get a real good picture of it, what it was. But this, I thought I had one more picture. Nope, not that. Nope, no. That's Cargo's Death Trap. We don't want to go there yet. But there's another picture of the cruiser. One of these pictures, let me scroll back real quick. Had the picture of the, I must not have used it. You can kind of see it there. You can kind of see it right there in the background in the bottom right. You can see the Millennium Falcon in the background, which is kind of cool. But I had an overhead picture, but I evidently did not use it. So, okay. So Galaxy's Edge is coming, and we'll see how that goes. We're going to do some streams about it. Yes, it's coming, Cargo. Sorry. Kind of scared you a little bit there. Oh, thanks, Walt. I appreciate that. I didn't even know I had a Twitter account for a while. So thank you. I appreciate that. They couldn't get Poe Dameron's X-Wing. Now, there are some other vehicles. I didn't get pictures of them all. I saw some other Poe's X-Wing may be there. I don't know if it is or not, but there are definitely some other ride vehicles around. And Dave, I'll be right there with you, keeping you company. Yes, we will. There are several of us going there in August. We're all going to be hopefully in line. I'm going to be in line the night before still. I'm going to try. The Brothers T, thank you so much. You have September 1st reservations at All Star Music and get extra magic. Yes, that's what I was getting ready to say next. Thank you for reminding me about that. So first off, thank you for being here. And for those that don't know, starting that Saturday, which is the August 31st, I think it is, Disney is opening up extra magic hours at those parks. So not on the opening day, and I don't think the Friday, but on Saturday and Sunday, they're opening up. You get 3 extra hours in the park for resort guests only. So if you can't get in the first day or two, you'll at least the last 2 days, you can go from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock before the park opens with extra magic hours, and it's only open for resort guests. So that'll be something we probably will explore as well. I'm really hoping to be able to pull myself away from our resort to get to the parks in August. Well, I won't have that problem. I'm staying at All Stars this time, so which they're all good resorts. Don't get me wrong, but I don't go to stay in the resort. I do relax usually one day, one afternoon, but I got a lot to go. Oh, thanks so much, Lisa. I appreciate that. So yeah, we're gonna see what we got to do to get in. Okay, obviously the Great Movie Ride has become Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. The date has been pushed back to 2020, and Juan and those good folks out at Disneyland are also getting their own attraction, which I believe is in 2022 maybe, but nothing new there. Rumors for Hollywood Studio, again, not confirmed, but these are high-value rumors. There is rumor that Indiana Jones will get its own themed land or an additional ride in Hollywood Studios. It would be a boat ride, and that they're also, on top of that, going to be redoing the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. Chrissy O'Show, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you stopping by. Little ones and eat birthday cake for my oldest son. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, especially if you got some birthday cake to eat. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular is going to change in either 2020 or 2021, and they're going to remove the studio and filming aspect from the ride, from the attraction, because the new theme of Hollywood Studios is that it's not a filming studio. It's what it was initially. That's not what it is, which will also prompt the possibility of a name change, which was experimented with a couple of years ago. So they're looking to remove all the filming aspect of the production of Indiana Jones. So it'll probably become a show in itself still, but removing all the filming. And the negative part about that would be the comedic actors and the people that they bring up from the audience. That is probably going to wind up going away, but it'll still be a good. It won't be going Mouse Talk. It's not going to go. They're going to get rid of the filming aspect of it and just turn it into like you're sitting in an Indiana Jones, different Indiana Jones movies. So, but that's the rumor. Now that's not confirmed, but that is the rumor. And then we all know Rise of the Resistance is supposedly rumored to open up in December. That could change. And then, of course, with the whole aspect of it not becoming a studio, the park name change is in effect as well. Appreciate that, Shep. Thanks so much. Okay, lastly, we got Animal Kingdom. Actually, not lastly, we got General too, but we'll get through these real quick. Animal Kingdom. I did not know, and one of my favorite shows is Rivers of Lights. I was not aware that the Rivers of Lights is getting a new version, and apparently it starts this month if it hasn't already started. It is going to. There was rumors that it was going to get a complete overhaul, be replaced with an entire show, a new show, but now it's supposedly going to be a new version with Disney nature and animated characters, and it's supposed to debut in May of 2019. So I'm not who's this guy, Mouse Talk guy dissing Indy. I told you, Walt and I he's a great partner, but we differ on our movies and shows sometimes and some of the rides. So, but outside that, he is a pretty good guy, I promise. But anyways, the Rivers of Light is supposedly going to get changed. So if anybody knows anything about that, especially that it's supposedly now or this month sometime, please let me know, because I love Rivers of Light and I really don't want it to change. I don't even think it's that old, or it wasn't even anywhere in need of a renovation, in my opinion. So, but they're apparently going to change that. I did read another thing about Circles of Flavors, which I believe I saw Corey Meets World do a stream on it where he was already doing it. According to what I read today, that it was only going to be on Wednesday nights from July to October. So I don't know if that's still accurate or if he was just in some kind of media testing of it. But the Circle of Flavors is coming to Animal Kingdom if it's not already there. Rafiki's Planet Watch, which has been closed, will be reopening, but it got pushed back all the way to August. It's going to be adding some new exhibits, and including one that's dedicated to Walt Disney Animation and how its connection to animals and nature. So I tried seeing the Rivers of Light show, but bad storms kept canceled. Oh, AJC, it is incredible. In my opinion, it's incredible. Thanks, Royalty Cosmos. I appreciate that. You haven't been to Disney World yet, I would highly suggest you. It's for all ages. People that haven't been there think it's only for kids, and it is not. They definitely theme it for adults, because they're the ones that got to bring the kids back as well. So Christy's Corner. Hey, how are you, Christy? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Okay. And then rumors for Animal Kingdom, not many. There is rumor of a new expansion to Animal Kingdom, which they do have the land to do. If they're ever going to do an expansion, they got a massive amount of land at Animal Kingdom. There is rumor that there will be a new area of the park that will be themed towards Zootopia. So that will be interesting. I don't know much about it at all, other than that's just a rumor, but there is a rumor that it will be a new themed land coming that will be themed towards Zootopia. Also, that Pandora could get an expansion because of its success, and now that Disney will be owning it, and they're going to be doing 4 more movies, that there is rumor that Pandora will get an expansion as well, which is the home of my favorite ride. One day I'm going to get Cargo on. We'll see how I can get there, but I don't know if I can. We're going to try to get Cargo on Flight of Passage. And then the last one I have for Animal Kingdom, I don't know anything about this, but it said Restaurantosaurus. My doggie's name was named by my nieces, and his name is Tatum, after Channing Tatum. And it's kind of embarrassing when I have to stand on the back porch to yell for him and have to scream the name Tatum out. So I wasn't thinking that one through when I agreed to that. So, but he's a good dog. I love him. Restaurantosaurus is going to serve a family-style meal, kind of like Pizza Safari does, but it just said through July 27th. So I'm not sure what that's about, but if anybody can go research that, if you're going to be there in the next couple of months or so before that happens, if you would, just let us know what kind of what that is. I honestly just don't know what it is. Stacy, I got 2 of them are really young, and then one of them's a teenager. So the teenager is the one that really liked Channing Tatum, so he got named that. Okay, one last thing to talk about that I have pictures for. Cargo's favorite non-death trap, and that is the new gondola system. The rumor is, will it open before or will it open after Jack Tatum, O'Neal, Bay, Channing? Yes, it's Channing. Sorry. I'd like to say it's something else, but it's not. So the gondola system, the Skyliner, the Disney Skyliner. So this is something I am really looking forward to just as a ride. I'm not looking for it to be my mode of transportation. I believe it's only going to go 11 miles an hour or something like that. But these gondolas are supposed to seat, how many people? Is it 20 people or 10 people? I can't remember if it's 5 on each side or 10 on each side, or up to 3. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you, buddy. So they're going to seat the people, but they can also hold up to 3 wheelchairs. I've been doing some thinking in my head. We've been talking about this for a while, but I think the only way that they're going to get 3 wheelchairs in is if one of the benches pulls up. So if one side of the benches will raise up, which I didn't think about when we were talking about the other day, like folds up just like they do in the buses, then you might be able to get 3 wheelchairs on them. So that'll be interesting to see if that's how it goes. But they are, and somebody says 10. I'm assuming, does that mean 10 miles an hour? Is that what they're going to go? And again, that doesn't sound very fast, but I guess when you're suspended in the air and their windows, I would assume that is right, that the airflow will go. They've got to be tested. So, we'll see how it goes. But this is actual. This is actual picture from Disney World with them testing out the Skyliner system, with them hanging there, going back and forth. So 11 miles per hour, 60 feet off the ground, and they can hold 10 people. Okay, so there it is. So the other thing is, I got another picture of some more there's the Haunted Mansion and the Beauty and the Beast car. So some of them do have characters on them, some of them do not. And they will be spacing the characters obviously out so that sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you won't. And then, that's the last one. Oh, no, there it is. This is one of the stations this is the one between Art of Animation and Pop Century. So the reason why I'm showing you this is you can kind of see these look complete. The one at Hollywood Studios was almost done. This one looks complete. I personally think, hey, Steve, as The Rock would say, you're welcome. There's my Walt. So, speaking of that, Walt and I have been talking about this gondola system, whether or not it will be open in August by the time we go. I think a part of it has to be. I think between the picture of the Pop Century Art of Animation, which is right near Hollywood Studios, I think at least from there to Hollywood Studios has to be open by the time we go. I think they're going to want that, especially for the people that came in for Star Wars. They're going to be going to Hollywood Studios. I really think that is going to be operational. And again, I think it needs to be operational by August. I think they're saying late fall of 2019 is when it's scheduled to be open, but they could release it in phases just like they're doing Star Wars and be just fine. So I really do think that it will. I think it needs to be open by the time we go. So, don't get him started on the ride. Yes, please don't. So, not a fan. All right, guys. Well, that is what I have in the way of Disney news and rumors. Just wanted to, again, thank you all for being here. It was just a little informal night. Wanted to go over some things. What I really want to go over is what we're doing next week. So next week, we're going to start a segment called Impossible Trivia, Impossible Disney Trivia. These are going to be questions that are off the wall. These are not your typical trivia questions you can be. There won't be very many of them, probably about 25 of them, maybe 20, depending on how hard they are. But I'll ask a question. ZZ on deck, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to do Disney trivia based on, I'm going to give you a specific movie that we're going to watch, or that it'll be about. But I'm going to pull the most obscure questions that I can find. And then some of them will be about things in the parks and things like that. But we'll do about once a month or so, once every 3 or 4 weeks, somewhere in there. But we're going to do one next week. And in honor of Aladdin opening, we're going to do we're going to do Impossible Trivia on Aladdin next week. So if you want to go out and watch the movie, look for all the stuff in the backgrounds. Just listen for all the stuff. Next week's live stream is impossible to miss. Yes, thank you all. Appreciate that, buddy. Thanks, AJC. I appreciate that. So go out, watch Aladdin, look for all the weird stuff that my brain would probably pick up on, and those will be what the questions are about next week. Googling will be encouraged. So some of these things will be hard to find. But yeah, it'll be fun. So guys, I want to thank the Live Place again, Dean at the Live Place with Dreamers Empire, www.theliveplace.com. He hosts the show. He's just wonderful. I want to thank my partner channel, Mouse Talk, again. They're incredible people, Walt and Melissa. I could not ask for a better partner. They are amazing people. They've been with me since the beginning. My other partner channel, Rob Fuzz, also amazing. He's a great supporter, great person in the media. He does a lot of good things there. And of course, my two power channels, Zippity Doodad and the Shep family. Really appreciate you guys all. If one of my mods could please put part of Rose's World, put her link in the chat. Want to run over there and say hi to her real quick. But guys, I cannot thank you enough for being here. We've gained in the last month or so over 300 subscribers. I could not do this without you guys, and I appreciate all the love and support that you guys give us. Everybody, Captain Acron, thank you so much for being here, buddy. I appreciate it. I could not do this without you guys, and I cannot wait to meet you, most of you, in August. It's just going to be so much fun. I just can't wait. So I don't want to go through the list and miss everybody. I'm not going to call everybody out individually. I just really appreciate you all being here. And again, if somebody could please, yeah, Charlie, I just did my 500 subscriber giveaway. It was a 3-week video, and I drew the winner last week. So 4 weeks ago when I uploaded the 500 subscriber video, and we're sitting around 800, close to 870 right now. So you guys are incredible. I couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate it. There is part of Rosa's World. If you would, please jump over to Rosa when we're done here. Run over and say hi. Tell her I sent you and show her some love. Guys, I appreciate you all so much for being here. You guys mean the world to me, and I couldn't do this without you. Next week, Impossible Trivia themed towards Aladdin. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Have fun, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. Don't forget to say hi to Rosa.